Alrighty, I have a pretty exciting update for you guys today. Well, I guess it's not that exciting. I guess some of it comes with some weird, questionable news about some new season passes or memberships, and Wonderland discontinuing the online sale of season passes, which is interesting. So we'll get into that at the end of the video after construction update. But I need to talk to you guys about Daredeviler because based off of our previous video, this thing should be running, and it's not. So I'll explain. So there is definitely a slight delay in its opening. If anything, I would say it's about a 2-week delay. They are just finishing up doing some minor electrical upgrades again. The theming should be installed any day now, and they are sending through manually with cherry picker right there the clearance envelope. So I don't know why the clearance envelope has had to make a reappearance, but the clearance envelope is being tested on Daredeviler again. I'm not saying that has anything to do with the delay. The ride has cycled, so it is interesting that they are now doing some clearance envelope testing, but we'll have to wait and see. For those of you that have known about Top Gun and Flight Deck through the years, you know that there's been one minor section on the ride. That's why it has a height restriction on the ride. So maybe they're just checking out that area to see if they can adjust that height restriction. It could be anything. I'm just making assumptions now. We know what that does to you. So we're going to stop. Hard stop on the assumptions there. But Daredeviler is definitely done its painting. They are just cleaning up the electrical work on it. The ride is powered on. It has been powered on for a while. By the way, that's not me saying it is just powered on. But we should see the ride. Again, always take what I say with a grain of salt because things can change. We are obviously missing information in terms of things sometimes, but this one, we should see Daredeviler cycling this weekend. And I have a sneaky suspicion that Daredeviler and Sledgehammer should be open within the next 2, absolutely 3 weeks max. So if it starts cycling this weekend, it has a lot of cycles to do. What I've heard through the rumor mill about Vekoma is Vekoma requires a ton of cycles. We're hearing like 500 to 1,000 cycles on their new rides. So Daredeviler is going to be cycling for quite some time. When you see human riders on Daredeviler, that is when you should get excited. It could open the very next day. So that's what you're looking out for now. Again, the theming will be installed. There are 2 set pieces to be installed on Daredeviler that are currently missing. Those will go in. Obviously, they're going to want to get those in, and then they'll start cycling the ride again this weekend. So the set pieces should be in before Friday. Fingers crossed. I would be weirded out. Not necessarily weirded out, but a little like, okay, if they weren't installed. Again, these are being custom painted and put together by Canada's Wonderlands team. One of the set pieces has made a very long trip to get here, but nonetheless, I'm very excited to see what it looks like because I truthfully do not know what this thing looks like, and it is a biplane, so I am excited to see that at the front entrance. But Top Gun forever, hashtag. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that's all I have for you on Daredeviler. I have a lot of exciting content. It has been slightly delayed. I said it was going to come out this week. I'm pushing stuff back because there are some really interesting developments. Patreon, you are going to get an update tonight because there are some early signs, the signs we all look forward to that starts telling us things. There are some early signs taking place in a very Amusement Insiders-esque area of the park that we have been hyping up for quite some time. An addition that we constantly guess, and it never comes to fruition. So yeah, we'll talk about that on Patreon, but I'll figure out if we're allowed to cover it on YouTube eventually. But there is a discontinuation of the online sale of Canada's Wonderland Season Pass. The park has confirmed to us that you have 5 days to buy a Season Pass if you want one. So the Silver Pass has been officially discontinued. That has been confirmed by the park. And the Gold and Prestige Season Pass online will not be available as of June 14th at 12 a.m. So if you were thinking about getting a Season Pass, get it. I'm telling you right now, I do not know. The park is refusing to comment on what this is going to lead to. All they said was that this is new. What is happening is new, and that yes, online there will be a discontinuation. What does that mean? Some people on Patreon have brought up actually a very interesting concept or idea about what this could mean, and it truthfully does make sense. That you'll be forced to upgrade your day ticket, so you only be allowed to buy day tickets to get into the park, and then you'll be given the option to upgrade it in the park in person. That I believe is, to be honest, a really good idea that someone posted in Patreon, a couple people, and it makes a lot of sense. We also know that the other parks in the chain have launched memberships, and I can't see why Wonderland wouldn't get behind the membership program. But I will tell you something. Canada's Wonderland is experiencing a significant boom. And it is not a park they want to play around or test things at right now, because it is experiencing some really good numbers. It's doing really well. We have an amazing park president who is listening to you guys. If you guys see Chris in the park, stop and talk to him, because I'm telling you right now, I'll give you an example. People at the park have gone up to him and expressed that the snacks at the Prestige Lounge weren't, the best, and that they used to be better, and they were taken away, and it was literally fixed within a week. Chris is amazing at park cleanliness. If you ride Behemoth or Leviathan and you go to a ride that people threw hair ties at, Chris is part of the reason that the park is cleaning up a lot of those areas. I could name a million things. And yes, I am glazing Canada's Wonderland and Chris right now, but he truthfully deserves it. This park, I'm going to say it, and this might upset previous people that have worked at the park or whatever. Chris is the best thing that has happened to Canada's Wonderland. And I am like a hype channel, a hype person moving forward. It is respectfully earned. I'm really excited for the park's future. I can't wait to see what 2027 houses. I can't wait to see what 2028 and 2029 houses. He's an enthusiast, like a hardcore enthusiast. And I think we're going to be really spoiled over the next couple years. And I think this is he's been here for literally like 3 weeks, and already so much. So super excited. Can't wait to see what he has up his sleeves, even in terms of just park cleanliness, park upgrades, all that, paint jobs. But yeah. Nonetheless, there is some sort of new pass system coming. I don't fully know. I think what I said just previously makes the most sense. And yeah, memberships are most likely coming. But again, I can't see them experimenting with Canada's Wonderland in its current state right now. But if the memberships are working at other parks, then why not bring it on board? So that's all I have for you guys right now. If you have any questions, or if you have an idea of what Canada's Wonderland has up their sleeves with discontinuing the online sale of season passes starting June 14th at 12 a.m., comment down below. And I'll try and respond to as many as possible. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a good one.